What you're looking at is actually the result of two accidents that happened this morning on Locke Road near Jack Williams Road in Wilmer. Semmes Fire Chief Kevin Brooks says officials received a call shortly after 7:30 a.m. about an accident here involving three vehicles with minor damage and minor injuries. A fire engine responded.
About 5 minutes into the scene, a car hit the front of the pumper, and another vehicle was traveling behind them and also hit the front of the pumper, causing significant damage. There were 5 people total in those two vehicles that was transported with minor injuries to Providence Hospital.
But Chief Brooks says the fire truck positioned itself on the road in a particular way for a reason.
It pulled past the accident at an angle to protect the firefighters and the patients in the vehicles that they were working the first wreck. And it did exactly what it was supposed to do.
But Chief Brooks thinks more people could have been hurt if not for good planning by firefighters. Reporting from Wilmer, Steve Alexander, Fox 10 News.
Well, early this morning, a Grand Rapids firefighter had a close call with a driver while working a different traffic accident.
24 Hour News 8's Joe LaFergie has this story.
Trying to figure this one out. That driver missed all the flashing lights at that accident scene. The firefighter jumped out of the way, and not a moment too soon.
How do you miss a big red truck with a bunch of lights on it?
That's a great question, but the reality is that fire trucks are getting hit across the country almost every day. In a few seconds, somebody not paying attention can cover a lot of distance, and it's too late.
Early Friday morning, it was on the East Beltline near Burton. GRFD, PD, and an ambulance crew were working a crash. GRFD was using this engine as a blocker. It's a safety procedure in which at least one and usually 2 fire department vehicles are used to block traffic several yards in front of a crash.
This placing of this piece of equipment by our crews actually creates a shadow to work in, but ultimately probably, if not seriously injured, prevented some deaths potentially to responders and also the people who were in the original accident.
It's a common problem in Grand Rapids and in the suburbs. We first told you back in 2010 about the 3 Grand Rapids ladder trucks that had been hit on the S-curve in less than a year. The city was running out of spares. GRFD eventually got an old water department dump truck that was about to be sold at auction, painted it red, and put a big shock absorber on the back. Not only has it saved damage to more expensive rigs,
I think it gets people's attention, and that's what we're really trying to do. We're trying to get people's attention.
And the training for firefighters has been modified over the years. There's a reason that firefighter who was placing traffic cones behind the engine right before it was hit today was able to jump out of the way. He didn't turn his back on traffic.
An example would be I would never be putting cones out like this because the traffic's back here. I want to actually set the cones out and drop the cones down. Why? Because if somebody does something that I can get out of the way.
We found a
Breaking news in Hardin County. I-65 South is still shut down near Glendale as police investigate a deadly accident that claimed the life of one firefighter and injured another. The volunteer firefighters, a mother and son, were hit by a semi around 3:30 this morning. This is a look at the scene from the WLKY News chopper. The pair was responding to a vehicle fire when they were hit. We have just learned the name of the victim, 25-year-old Jonathan French. His mother, Lisa French, is in serious condition at University Hospital. WLKY